Welcome back, neighbor. We're going to talk to you today about November garden ideas. Sorry about the blower, but that's part of it. Number one, the leaves and composting.
So, there you go. There's a bunch of leaves. We've been collecting them all fall. That is laying there so I can mow them up. And they can't end up there. That is compost pile 3 of 4. It's got a ways to go. But this is simply leaves. It's a leaf mulch pile. And you can see I've got a bunch to stick in there. But yeah, leaves and composting, that's where it's at this time of year. Get them. And if you don't have leaves in your yard, see if your neighbors will let you take their leaves.
And number 2 is bed and structures. Great time to do this. Hey, it's warm right now really for fall, so it's a good time to get those beds together.
You can see these nice stone outline beds. We've got some weed mats so we have easy walk-in. Instead of weeding, and we just use our leaf blower to keep our mats clear. And I even picked up all of my pavers so that I could put black trash bags underneath and then put the pavers back down. So in the spring, I don't have all these weeds coming up here and there. And you can even use the black weed mat to make yourself a nice little box for container gardening. This is where we keep basically our salad garden. Got leafy greens in there, carrots, some radish, that kind of thing. All right, I know you think I'm getting carried away with this weed mat, but I'm trying to get out of weeding as much as possible. This is for the berry patch. If you've ever had a berry patch, you know it's very, very easy to weed eat into your vines. So this will help mitigate that problem. And yet another example, although it's not finished, some good stuff to share. You notice I extended some of the old mat. I put it under the shed. I'll be tacking that down later. Otherwise, if you see that little piece right there, that's where the power goes in. That will be fixed eventually. But if I didn't have weed mat all the way, I would have that all the way, and it gets really out of control in the summers. So weed mats, highly recommend getting these. I'll leave a link in the description of where I got this from.
And we might as well have the police department join the fun. Some sirens, some leaf blowing. Number 3, onions. I said it right. I didn't say onions.
And yeah, it's not the ideal time, but worth a shot, especially if you have warm weather, and we do right now in November. So this bed, the outside of it will be leeks. I'm going to try some leek seed, 50-50 chance. And then some onion sets interlaced in there. I'll have nightshades in there. Nightshades and onions play well together. That's better than a 50-50 chance. You can see back there, there's already garlic in that bed. So yeah, throw out some onion sets. They don't cost a whole lot. Pretty good shot at getting them going. And that will give you a couple of months of a jump on harvesting them in the spring too.
And hey, it's really, even for onion, it's not the ideal time, but you still have time for bulbs as well.
And also, if you forgot to plant some annuals, yeah. But kidding aside, yeah, you still got time to get bulbs in. That little triangle right there. We're going to put English bluebells in there, some tulips, all stuff we already have in stock. First, I need to pull this. It's also a good time, once it cools off, to start pulling ivy and stuff you no longer want. I would not do it right now because it's so warm. I would be concerned with copperheads, especially in zone 7. Bonus, since it is so warm, there is even still time to get more shrubs in. It's better to plant grass, shrubs, etc. in the fall. They can get established, then it cools off instead of heating up. Saves you on your watering needs, and they're more likely to survive.
Well, please subscribe if you haven't already. Drop your comments down there. We'll see you on the next one. And happy gardening. I hope everything's okay.